What's up? This is my quickie thoughts, I guess I'm gonna call it, about the DC and Marvel crossover slash merger that they're having. Now, these are my thoughts just off the top of my head based on what I've been hearing online. Now, I heard that they're having a crossover, which is not the first time that Marvel and DC had a crossover. They had a crossover in I think it was the mid 90s, called like um, Marvel DC amalgamation, something like that. But if you read a certain DC comic book, it mentions or makes reference to Marvel characters, and the same thing with a Marvel comic book. It makes reference to some DC characters, and it says they're going to be, colliding or fighting one day. So that's the one thing. But the bigger thing is the main thing I want to talk about is the merger that Marvel, no, Disney will be merging or taking over DC Comics. So then they'll be owning Marvel and DC will be up under the same company, and that's a lot of people don't understand. Like Marvel and DC have been competing with each other for years, man. I mean years since like way back then. I mean that's amazing, man. And me, I don't mind. Part of me is scared of that because it's Disney. Disney. I've always been kind of uncomfortable with them like owning a lot of property, man. And see, the thing is with Disney, they have certain guidelines that because they have to cater to kids and the whole family thing. So there's certain things they won't do with certain characters that I believe personally there are certain characters that has to be done a certain way, like dark characters, like with Deadpool and like the R-rated characters. That that's that's kind of part of who those characters are. So if you try to water them down or try to cater to a certain demographic instead of catering to who that character is, I, it diminishes the character. And I hate it when they do that with a lot of characters, man. I hate watered down characters. But that on the other hand, Marvel has been doing amazing work cinema wise, and just I would love to see what Kevin Feige can do with DC because DC and I would have to blame, I want to say WB or yeah, WB for how DC has been cinematic wise and comic book wise for the past couple years. How things have been going with them, it just hasn't been good, man. I mean, y'all seen the DC movies. Comparing them to Marvel is like apples and oranges, man. I mean, they just can't compete with Marvel. And they dropped the ball a lot, man. And to me, like I say, is personally because they've been trying to cater to the outer masses instead of trying to pay attention to what their characters, DC characters, are, man. And I don't think WB really cares about the properties that they have. I mean, not just including DC characters, but even like their Hannibal Bear characters, like the Looney Tunes and all that, man. I mean, they've had some reboots in a couple of Looney Tune reboots in the 2000s, but ain't never went nowhere. Now I see that Scooby Doo movie that's coming out, so I am interested in seeing that, but I don't think WB really too much cares about their characters. Not like on a Kevin Feige level. So I don't know, man. And I do hear rumors that this could all be like a setup for April Fool's Day, but I think this is a lot. They like setting up way ahead of time just to set up for April Fool's Day joke. So I don't know, man. But if that does happen, they're working like we can get them both in the same universe, Marvel and DC, because the multiverse does exist in both. Marvel has their multiverse and DC has their, multiverse. So it can happen, man. I think that'd be pretty cool. But those are my general thoughts off the top of my head, and we'll just see what happens.